Children, the previous video we have learnt about crystalline and amorphous solids. In this video, we are going to learn about classifications of crystalline solids. We can classify the crystalline solids on the basis of nature of intermolecular forces or bonds that hold the constituent particles together. The forces that hold the constituent particles are number one, van der Waals force, ionic bond, covalent bond, metallic bond. So, on the basis of this four types of forces or bonds, crystalline solids classified into ionic solids, molecular solids, metallic solids, covalent solids. Number one, ionic solid. In ionic solids, the units occupying the lattice points are cations and anions. Both cation and anion present in this ionic solid. They are bound together by strong electrostatic, that is Coulombic forces of attraction. Coulombic forces of attraction. They possess definite crystal structure. Example, NaCl. I will draw the structure now. See how I am drawing. Listen carefully. Then draw the edges. Join the edges. Okay. This is the NaCl crystal structure. Here Na plus ions present, Cl minus ions present. So Cl, Na, Cl is represented like this, Na is represented like this. NaCl, NaCl, Na, Cl, NaCl, NaCl, Na, Cl, NaCl, NaCl, Na, Cl, NaCl, NaCl, Na, Cl, NaCl. See, count how many Cls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 Cl minus. How many Na plus? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, cations and anions are present. They have high melting and boiling point. High melting point and boiling point. These solids do not conduct electricity because the ions are fixed in the lattice points, but they conduct electricity in molten state. That is, when dissolved in water, the ions are free to move, so it conducts electricity in molten state. Conducts electricity in molten state. So one more property, they are hard and brittle. Hard and brittle. Next one is molecular solids. In molecular solids, the constituent are neutral molecules. They are held together by weak van der Waals forces. They are soft and they do not conduct electricity. These are subdivided into three types. Number one, non-polar molecular solids. Number two, polar molecular solids. Number three, hydrogen bonded molecular solids. Non-polar molecular solids, polar molecular solids, hydrogen bonded molecular solids. Non-polar, what are non-polar molecular solid? Here the atoms like argon, helium, or the molecules like I2, H2, Cl2 formed by non-polar covalent bonds. In these solids, the atoms or molecules held by weak dispersion forces or London forces. These solids are soft, non-conductors of electricity. They have low melting point and usually in liquid or gaseous state at room temperature and pressure. Example, naphthalene. Next, what is polar molecular solids? These polar molecular solids. The molecules like HCl, SO2, etc. formed by polar covalent bonds. The molecules in these solids held together by strong dipole-dipole interaction. These solids are also soft and non-conductors of electricity. They have high melting point than those of non-polar molecular solids. Most of these are gases or liquids under room temperature and pressure. Example, solid carbon dioxide, solid ammonia, etc. Third one is hydrogen bonded molecular solids. These molecules held together by hydrogen bonds. Example, that is polar covalent bond between hydrogen and fluorine, oxygen or nitrogen. These are the more electronegative atom. Among the three, fluorine is the more electronegative atom. So hydrogen bond is formed between hydrogen and fluorine like this. Take HF molecule, 2HF molecule. Here from hydrogen to fluorine like this, a hydrogen bond is formed. The dotted line shows the bond between hydrogen and the more electronegative element fluorine. This is called hydrogen bonded molecular solids. They are also soft solids or volatile liquids. Volatile means easily evaporating under room temperature pressure, non-conductors of electricity. Example, solid ice, glucose, urea, etc. Then the third one is metallic solids. Metals are orderly collection of positive ions surrounded by a sea of mobile electrons, moving electrons like this. These electrons are mobile and spread throughout the crystal. Each metal ion contributes one or more electron towards these mobile electrons. These free and mobile electrons are responsible for high electrical and thermal conductivity of metals. Another important characteristics of metal is their luster, brightness and color in certain cases due to the presence of free electrons. So the luster means brightness is due to the presence of free electrons. Always similarly, metals are highly malleable. Malleable means it can be beaten into sheets, and ductile, it can be made into wires. Fourth one is covalent solids. In covalent solids, the atoms are bound together by covalent bonds, also called giant molecules. Here the covalent bonds are strong and directional in nature. Therefore, the atoms are held very strongly in their position. Example, they are also having high melting point. High melting point. Best example is diamond. So these are the classifications of crystalline solids. Many extra points also I have given. Only few points given in a book, but some extra points also I have given. You can go through and you can prepare well.